I'm a retired FBI agent. I worked narcotics down in Houston, Texas most of my career. And then when I retired, I heard about a program where they were hiring retired agents to go over and help gather intel. Thought I still had a few miles left in me and wanted to go over there and try to use what skills I had acquired, and was deployed to Afghanistan in about March of 2008. Our job was to try to do whatever we could to disrupt the IED networks, the people that were building and setting the IEDs that were killing all the troops. All the interpreters, they were absolutely essential. We could not have operated without them. Being an interpreter is a lot more than sitting in an office saying, well, this guy said that, this guy said that. It's being involved in combat. The guy I worked with, Fred, he'd been out on over 500 missions in his career and involved in over 100 attacks or firefights of one kind or another. The relationship between him and the soldiers that he served with was touching to see. There's a brotherhood that's just as strong as any you've ever seen. When we were on the base, if nothing was going on, he would monitor a radio where he could intercept enemy communications. He learned that the Taliban was planning a very complex multi-pronged attack, and the end result was 12 enemy confirmed killed in action, 9 captured, 6 of whom were wounded, 0 U.S. casualties. If they had not been forewarned, they would have overrun that base easily. The Taliban, they found out who Fred was and where he was from, and they nailed what they call a night letter on his father's door saying, "We know what your son is doing. He will be captured alive and he will die like no other." He got his visa, came over here in July of 2017.
Welcome home, Fred!
The soldiers he served with called him Fred. Fredun Akhtari participated in more than 500 combat missions, translating for the U.S. military for the past 13 years in Afghanistan.
About 25 or 30 of the soldiers that I had been in contact with from the Pennsylvania National Guard left their homes at 3 o'clock in the morning to be at the airport when he arrived.
It took them 5 years of pushing an entrenched U.S. government bureaucracy to get him a special immigrant visa to the U.S. and out of harm's way.
I hope my kids should grow up in a society like America, to study hard and be a human.
The SIV program works with local nonprofit organizations to assist in the relocation of these people when they get here. These guys have done more to protect the United States than 95% of the people in America. We owe it to these guys. I mean, it's morally the right thing to do.